Hey everybody, how's it going? This is the Fandom Empire YouTube channel, and this specifically is the Imperial Remnant Broadcast. Look at that, I got it in one try this week and not three. This is our Star Wars show each and every Tuesday, where four of us Canadians and a side of an American bring you unbiased looks, well, for some of us unbiased anyway, into Star Wars and give you all sorts of entertainment. Last week was definitely a hoot, and I imagine this week will be no different, although I suppose it'll be missing names like Mr. Picklesworth and whatever else that Thaden came up with last week. That was a hoot. There are people that I know that don't like Star Wars who sometimes tune into the YouTube channel, specifically, I believe Intel, I think it was either Intel or someone else, and they were basically like, that was fucking hilarious. I don't care about Star Wars, but that was hilarious. Joining us on this show, first up, he is the man in the corner. At least you got some good posters in the background. It's Johnny V. What's happening, man?
Dude, we're in a square. We're literally all in corners.
I mean, I would say it's more rectangle than square, but I mean, now I'm just nitpicking like you do all the time.
Even still, a rectangle has four corners. So unless...
Well, I mean, technically speaking, there's a corner in the back wall there that goes further out than the rest of the room, so it's not actually a square or a rectangle.
But it still has four corners.
Actually, no, it would have 1, 2, 3, 4. It has 5 corners.
It's a rectangle.
You gotta look over here to see it, but wow. Anyway, Kenny in the chat says last week's show was funny. Who knows what tonight will bring? Well, apparently tonight has brought a
pain.
I don't know if he's a Jedi or a Sith Lord or a Jedi who's hungover, but it's Kieran. How's it going, man? Nice get up.
Hello there.
Oh my God.
I knew it.
That was awful. That was just...
As soon as he started introducing you, I was going to say, like, you have to do it.
The funny thing is, Tommy giggled and he couldn't even see us, but now he can.
Yeah, when you say, like, that was awful, but then you go, that, yeah, it wasn't that awful. It was fucking awesome. I'm awesome.
Disagree.
Wow. Also joining us this evening, he is the man to the bottom left of your screen. He is less Force Ghost than he was last week. Probably means he's committed a few atrocious acts. It's Thaden. How's it going, man?
Or he's more like Yoda in the sequel trilogy.
Oh, where they just decided,
so
you know what, he's gonna
not see through anymore for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
I'm not see
that
through either. Yeah. Hi.
So, I mean, Thaden kind of has been our Yoda in trivia. You know, I feel dethroned. So, I think he's won more than anybody else. I could be wrong. I think Thaden or Kieran, one of the two have won the most, I think.
I think I've done bad.
I think I've won 2.
Yeah, I think I've actually won the most.
I mean, I
think Johnny's won the least.
I haven't won once yet because I've gotten literature every time. So
you know what? That's true.
Also joining us is the guy down south of the border, broadcasting to you guys from just outside Baltimore, Maryland, and the guy who somehow won the Death Watch last week. It's Tommy B. How's it going, man?
Somehow won the Death Watch. That sums it up. Considering my winning streak, I'm hanging in there. You know, a little bit tired tonight, but I'm thinking this show will hopefully wake me up, get me going. Hanging in there, bud. Excited for Mandalorian later this week. How about you?
The fucking Mandalorian is debuting this week, and all I see on social media is, that doesn't look like Pedro Pascal on the toy. How dare they? And
that toy's amazing.
I'd hope not if they're looking at the fucking Mandalorian.
Well, I mean, he's got to get some of the armor off to be able to proceed with the fucking, but...
The toy looks like that so that he has to keep his helmet on at all times.
A Mandalorian doesn't have a rounded tip to the helmet, so... Yeah.
To be honest, when he has his helmet off in the toy, he kind of looks like he does minus the blood at the end of season 1. I thought when Pedro finally had the helmet removed, because as we know, he was hardly in the uniform, the outfit in season 1. He didn't look like how I'm used to seeing for Pedro. I think maybe he had gained a little bit of weight during that area or during that time. And he definitely, didn't have that, trademark Pedro Pascal look. And I think people get upset because they think Pedro Pascal and they see all these behind the scenes videos, or they're Game of Thrones obsessed, or even they've watched a ton of the Wonder Woman trailer. And it doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like that at all. But I would argue that toy looks more like the character Din Djarin than people are giving it credit for from what we've seen from one shot underneath the mask. Any thoughts, guys? I know we haven't gotten to a segment yet, but
to be fair, I saw a comparison and I was like, okay, that's not as bad. I still don't think it looks good, but it looks less bad when you compare it to how he looks in the show.
I'm just gonna make a little mustache on mine if I buy it.
He was missing the mustache, wasn't he? He was clean shaved.
I mean, we're talking retro figures here.
Are we? Is that the retro figure or the
that's
Black
6
series?
inch.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the Black series, right?
Yeah.
Oh, are we not
That
talking the
one's
retro
6 inch.
ones here?
No, we're talking the legit Black series one.
I'm
man.
going to say the retro figures, they're retro. They're not supposed to look great to begin with.
Wow, how's it going, Frank? Frank's in the chat. Kenny's in the chat. Michael Q's doing whatever Michael Q does. Anyways, without further ado, guys, let's get to the first segment of this week, and that is, in fact, where is it? I'm looking for it. I've lost it. The news.
He's building suspense.
The attempt on my life has left me scarred and deformed. But I assure you, my resolve has never been stronger. In order to ensure the security and continuing stability, the Republic will be reorganized into the first galactic empire for a safe and secure society.
Right. Well, as you can tell, that clip has not been trimmed yet. It has been an insane week. In fairness, those of you that tune into the channel normally know that we are deep, that's what she said, deep into pre-production on Haddonfield to Vanish, to the point where tomorrow is the first day of filming. Weather pending. It's time for the news, guys, and really there's only the two topics to talk about, and we kind of already killed the one right off the top.
We do that a lot.
The toy. Although Tommy brought up another bit of it we can talk about. Let's talk about, this isn't so much news as rumor. Corey from Kessel Run Transmissions, and those guys are more often right than not, although they don't have a perfect track record, although sometimes they don't like to admit that they don't have a perfect track record, are reporting that the Mandalorian Season 2 episodes are going to be between, you guys seen the thing I posted in the chat, what was it, 50 to 52 minutes, he said?
I think that's what it was.
So again, rumored report, not necessarily accurate. Let's just go around the table. Let everybody have at it. What do you guys think? Is there any chance there's accuracy to this report and we could get basically 8 50-minute episodes? I'd be over the moon, but I also think there's almost no chance that's happening.
I mean, it doesn't matter to me how long they are as long as they don't feel short. Like feel short as in there needed to be something added in. If they feel short, like man, that went by quickly, like that's okay, because if it went by that quickly, you probably enjoyed it. Like, but also if it's longer, that's more. Hopefully, that's more episode we get to enjoy. So, it doesn't matter to me, but that would be really good if it came true.
I think, yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat, though I have sort of come around on season 1 of Mando's episode lengths. Like, I didn't like it when the season was airing, and if it has like 34-minute episodes again, I'm sure when I see that, I'll be sad. But like rewatching the season, I totally don't mind at all, and I like the fact that they're not 50 minutes sometimes, because that feels like it would be too long for every episode to me. I'm sure they could do stuff with it, but like if they had the same plot as they did in season 1, it would have felt too long. That said, I would like to see them be able to make it into 50 or 52 minutes. I don't think it's likely. I think that might be like the high end of the season rather than like every episode. So, yeah, I don't know.
Anybody else?
I mean, I don't think there's a snowball's chance that we're going to get that, because I think if we're going to get, I mean, that's almost doubling the episode length of every episode from last season. I mean, we topped out, it was the longest one.
So far, the longest one's 41 that I've seen. Got a lot of low 30s.
I think the last one's 48 minutes, but it's the finale.
So, I mean, like, it just, I don't see it happening. I think if we were going to get, a 50 to 52 minute episode across the board, they would have touted that. Like they would have expanded, like it would have been like an expanded season, because it'd be so much bigger on average. It'd be almost adding an entire episode to season 1 in runtime. We're pretty close to it.
I mean,
it'd be kind of more.
Let's be honest here. Some of those episodes, if you take away the credits, are clocking in at like 25 minutes, 27 minutes, 28 minutes. And I'm sorry, that's not enough for live action. I don't care how good of an episode it is. It's not enough. And again, I'm going to, subjective, it's just how I feel, I'm going to throw the Lucasfilm and Disney marketing team under the bus, because, again, they didn't put their money where their mouth is, because they came out and told us, like, for months, that we were going to get, obviously not the rated R nature of it, but Game of Thrones style world building and storytelling in this TV series. And I'm sorry, as much as I love The Mandalorian, it's not even remotely close to Game of Thrones world telling.
There was more world building in
world building storytelling.
Even still, there was still more world building in season 1, episode 1 of Game of Thrones than there was the entire first season of The Mandalorian.
I'm trying to remember
Probably
season 1 of Game of Thrones, and like how
basically
far
the
it went.
table setter.
Well, like, so when I watching through right now The Mandalorian, I was like, I watched the first episode, and what was in it I thought was like the first 3 episodes, and I was like, wait, that was all in one episode?
Yeah.
And so I don't know, I remember it being more dragged out than I thought, but I think that's because I was just expecting so much every week, and then it always cut me off where I was like, oh, I want more. But I mean, that's good. You want more, right?
That's something I hope they don't do. The first 3 episodes feel like there's one thing that happens in all of them. Like the first one, it's the Baby Yoda. There's like the shootout kind of stuff. The second one, there's the big mud horn, and the third one, he saves Baby Yoda. And then after that, it's less like that, but I really hope they don't do that kind of thing again, because it kind of sucked to just be like, well, there's the only cool thing. Like, I mean, obviously there's other cool stuff, but the only big cool thing that happened in each episode.
We learned that you can eat Kowakian monkey lizards.
Exactly.
It went from what felt like one story through the first 3 episodes to bang, 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 bang stories.
I also hope it doesn't do that.
I didn't mind they're basically, sci-fi Jurassic Park take on the on Ron Howard's Daughters episode 4. I thought that was decent. I thought that was a good episode. I thought episode 5 was horrific. I love The Mandalorian. I think even with the criticism that it's too short, I love The Mandalorian. The other thing is they advertise the fucking thing as 1-hour episodes, not up to the release, but before then, when the show was first initially being made. Well, you're going to be able to tell 10 1-hour episodes. Oh, or you're going to be able to tell 8 1-hour episodes. Oh, no, neither of those.
No episode is topping at 50 minutes.
And I do think, quality over quantity, but sometimes you need more quantity to justify, world building and caring for certain characters. And Dave Filoni directed episode 5. And I like that we're doing this on this episode because, the new episodes start Friday and we're sort of just diving into The Mandalorian here. Dave Filoni directed episode 5. And I thought it showed his inexperience dealing with live action. It wasn't very good. However, Dave Filoni also directed episode 1, although George Lucas was on set for most of that episode. And I thought episode 1 was brilliant. I loved episode 1. And I think you're going to see that with some of Dave's episodes. I think he only gets one in season 2, and I mean, we all know what's going to happen in that episode.
Assuming.
So I mean, I think it's hit or miss, but I do think, like, to me, it's not so much story purposes, but it just kind of feels like Disney's cheaping out a bit. It costs more to produce longer things, and I'm hoping it's true, but I don't expect it to be. I don't think it's gonna
interesting if we could see the budget comparison.
I think.
Is there any news on that?
Yeah, I think season 1 was, if I'm right, season 1 was like $70 million.
That sounds about right. I was thinking about 7.
Let's see. Someone else fill the air right now. I'm
Well, I mean,
I'm
just to go back to the point we were talking about with the runtimes, where you run into budget comparison, is I don't think it was more the length that bugged me. It was the promise of length. Like if they had just come in straight out and said, you're going to be averaging about 30 minutes an episode. Well, I mean, the analogy's not exactly wrong. It's not always the length that's important. It's what you do with it. But that's delving us into an entirely different genre of podcast. So
yeah, let's not get into that.
So it's more the fact that we were promised an hour. From the jump, it was, we're going to get hour length. And I mean, even me, being a TV guy, it was cynical, an hour episode of TV. Yeah, we're going to get like 40 minutes. We're going to get 50 minutes.
To be fair,
but we didn't.
If you promise a girl length and then you don't have it.
But I mean, that's the point I'm saying.
I mean, you
right?
promised them at the bar that you have it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
exactly. That's why it's disappointing.
If you promise 60 minutes and then you only go 27, you're going to be let down because you were expecting 60. But if you go in there and tell you, I'm going to give you 27 minutes, but it's going to be heart pounding and you're going to knock your socks off, you're going to be happy with that. Because it's what you promised.
I think if you say knock your socks off, you're pretty much ruined already.
This
is going to knock your socks off.
If they did 16 27-minute episodes, I wouldn't argue. But it's 8, and it just they're not all 27 minutes, obviously, but I don't know. It left me lacking. At the same time, I thought it was the best thing that that and the Siege of Mandalore arc for Clone Wars and The Force Awakens, I think, are the 3 best things they've done. Disney's done yet. Some of the novels are pretty good too. Tommy B, where is your take on all this, sir? I know you're a Mando fan, but does it bother you, the broken promises that came out?
Oh yeah. I mean, we got played. That's the best way you could describe it. We all got played when it came to that. And honestly, if we were going to, like it's already been said, if we were going to get these longer episodes to that length, maybe not, they would kind of address the fact that the episodes were significantly shorter than most of us previously believed. And then they would throw out there, but come season 2, all of our episodes are going to be 40 to 50 minutes length, blah, 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 blah. And yeah, that the season was going to be significantly longer with more world building, more character development, so on and so forth. And I just don't see that happening. As far as Game of Thrones, I gotta tell you, I maybe only seen the first episode twice, maybe once. I don't know. When I did my run through, it was a while back.
Really quickly here, sorry to cut. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Tommy. Finish your thought.
I'll just say that yes, Game of Thrones did a much better job, especially setting with that first episode or first few episodes, you might say. However, we have to keep in mind that The Mandalorian is working with a pre-established universe with a pre-established era that, while in the current canon we don't completely understand, piecing together old stuff we can pretty much figure out. So,
actually, yeah, I really popped when I watched the Mandalorian and the little camera ball droid comes out and from Jabba's palace. Actually, I don't know. I even the second time I watched it just now, I was like, oh my God, that's awesome that they have those. So, I mean, just as much as they're building a world, every single little tiny thing that they brought from previous, like, from the Star Wars universe that we hadn't seen in a while, is like, oh my God, sweet.
I mean, clearly Frank caught it, but did anyone else catch what Frank's pointing out here? And Frank's like, what the hell are they talking about? Picking up girls at a bar? I'm going to give you 27 minutes, ... what? And then Kieran promising, the length at the bar, and got some interesting Star Wars-ish discussion going on here. How big's your lightsaber?
I see your Schwartz is as big as mine.
Wow. Chad says he's a Star Wars fan. Sorry to stop by more often. Well, we'd love to have you part of this show too, Chad. Appreciate everything you do on the Patreon level, Indiegogo, and all that stuff, dude. Hasn't been forgotten. So let's say the first episode comes out and it's, I don't know, let's say it's 52 minutes. Do we buy the report then, or still skeptical?
No. Call me after episode 3 if all 3 are at 52 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
pretty
was
much
going to
where
say
I'm at.
that. Yeah, like if
premiere
the
running
first
long is nothing
The first
different.
2 could be long
If
easily
it's
because it could be a 2-parter.
I was going to say first or last is going to be long, I think. But
Yeah, the last one was long in season 1 too, and the first one was fairly long, not as much.
Well,
but-
if you're thinking about Game of Thrones, the last episode of that was forever.
and everyone hated it, so
I didn't.
I did.
a lot of people.
So
did.
I haven't had a chance to talk to you guys about this yet, but Game of Thrones is something that we used to cover back where we, when we were on Mixler. We haven't done it on YouTube yet, but are you guys Game of Thrones guys?
I am. He hasn't seen it.
I saw the first episode.
Oh,
Like a year ago.
You appreciate storytelling, I know. So like,
I probably would like it. I just haven't gotten to it.
it's a slow burn, but it pays off. And when it pays off, let me tell you, that explosion is something else.
And then you ride the downhill train the rest of the series.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Downhill train?
He's talking about season 8.
That's the most fun
Yeah.
type of train. It's like a roller coaster.
Honestly, I thought season 8 was what they did show us was really good. The problem is it felt like The Rise of Skywalker and was very rushed again, where they promised, okay, you're going to get 6 movie lengths, 90
Yeah.
minutes or more, and not one episode was 90 minutes.
They had to close off so many character arcs, and it was just like they had to pick and choose which ones they could actually give time and which ones they could just be like, that guy just killed that guy and whatever.
I firmly believe that as great as all these characters are, you don't need to give each character a happy ending and finish their story. Some characters can just disappear into the ether, and that's it.
I'm sorry, give each character a happy ending? Where's your mind at?
Clearly not the same place
We
as
are
yours.
talking about Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah, we're talking about Game of Thrones. Tommy, you were, I believe we got you into Game of Thrones and you got hooked, right?
Yeah, I mean, I forget what it was, but you ended up having a code laying around from purchasing the box set. I got the code. I ended up going through, seasons 1 through 7. I watched the last one on HBO. Whatever. They got like 3 or 4 freaking streaming services. That's another friggin' thing that grinds my gears.
That's right. Why don't you just go fuck yourself? Anyway, I'd love to do something where it's already pretty late when we end here on Tuesday nights, but I'd love to see Thaden's reactions to certain game. It's such a big part of pop culture. Do you already have a bunch of stuff spoiled for you?
No.
Oh,
Had,
wow.
nothing
See?
spoiled. I know that there's a thing called the Red Wedding. I don't know anything that happens other than probably a lot of death.
Now everybody wears red. It's a big thing. It's fashion.
Yeah.
Now I'm interested, yeah.
Frank Riker in with a super chat. Are they really going to bring in Baby Jabba, or is it a rumor? Are we just moving into Muppet Babies mode?
That was fan art, I'm pretty sure.
I say, not to mention, we had Baby Jabba in
We
the
did have
Clone
that.
Wars
We
movie.
did.
Yeah.
That movie sucks.
It could
Stinky the
actually be Jabba's baby at this time period. So,
We don't know how fast they grow. Maybe
right.
someone's going to do the old bait and switch.
What's the
Indiana Jones is
gest-
going to show up, swap Baby Yoda with Baby Jabba, and he's going to not know.
What's the gestation and age cycle of a hut?
Are we shipping Baby Yoda and Baby Jabba?
Well, no, that's disgusting.
Why not?
That's pretty homophobic, man.
It's disgusting because it's a hut. Okay, the idea of a hut as a sexual creature without it being another hut is disturbing to me.
I was going to say something about Leia, but it's pretty weird, though. It is disgusting, so.
He's a creeper, okay? He's like...
I missed this comment earlier. So last week, Kieran was Richard Gere, and this week, apparently, he's Patrick Dempsey, so.
I was saving a McKieran joke for some point.
Yeah.
I'm getting compared to some pretty top-ranking dudes.
Don't do that.
See,
Bring him down. Don't pull him up.
I'm beginning to wonder about eyesight, because I'm concerned, because Patrick Dempsey, no. Just in general.
No, I see Patrick Dempsey.
I mean, he's got the hair and the beard, but...
Well, did you know that Patrick Dempsey was in Scream 3, Frank's favorite movie franchise?
I did know he was in Scream 3, actually.
Kidding, Frank. Boy, we watched that movie today, and it is trash.
Well, hey, now that's got Carrie Fisher.
Yeah, you know what? And it is trash. Carrie Fisher, who is pretending not to be Carrie Fisher, but is pretending to be someone that looks like Carrie Fisher.
Carrie Fisher was sold on that script because it basically lets her be her.
Yeah, and she got to take shots at George Lucas. So
she probably did it for free.
Wow. Anyways, let's go around the table here and finish out the news segment here. Let's give our predictions. I want everybody to give 2 predictions of things that will happen in The Mandalorian Season 2, and I'm making Johnny bat lead off.
Okay. Baby Yoda will use the Force.
Oh my God.
What the hell are you talking about?
and Ahsoka Tano will appear.
Wow, you're going on going on a limb there, huh?
I am, man. I am so far out on that limb. It is ridiculously insane.
The leadoff batter is supposed to get on base.
That's right.
Okay, I want you to. Can you see Tommy B for a second?
Oh, I can't from there. But
No.
not really.
Does he look sad?
If you pull up the Skype window, I could see him.
I want you to think. Oh crap!
Did you do
Is
something?
Tommy dead?
Okay,
I
I
see
want you
Tommy.
to. Okay, look at
see
him.
Tommy.
Yeah, I'm looking at Tommy.
Take away the glasses.
Right.
Tommy.
A little
What the
darker
fuck?
complexion with
Okay.
the way his hair
What the
is,
fuck?
Okay.
and age him a lot. Who does he look like?
The fuck?
This is a weird question. What's happening?
Are we seeing that? I don't know who you're seeing.
I see my fucking dad.
I was gonna say.
Yeah,
I see.
he
your
looks
dad.
like
It's a
my
little
dad.
Weird.
Ew.
My
Ew.
dad would resent that.
You would resent that.
He's very
Strange.
yeah.
He would probably say something like, "You think I look like that scrawny beanpole?"
Something along that lines. Kieran, 2 predictions. Mando season 2.
Lots of people have been saying that they think that Ahsoka will appear at the end because she's supposed to be in 1 episode. I believe she will be in the first episode.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So you don't think Filoni gets her? I mean,
I don't think that has to necessarily happen.
interesting.
He's involved enough in the process that he doesn't necessarily have to direct it.
That's true. That is true. I'll give you that. Wow. That's sorry.
That is a big swing. That is.
So
a big
we had
swing.
the Ahsoka one, and did you give a second one or no?
No, you didn't.
You need to talk into the mic, Kieran. There you go.
Into the mic.
What else did I have for a prediction? I can't remember anything else that I had to actually predict about this show.
Jade says plot twist: Tommy Sean's father.
That's some.
Well, we've never actually met him, right?
That's
It
some
could be from the
Terminator shit
past.
right there.
Yes. Yes. I mean, it's kind of some
I mean,
Star Wars shit too, right?
It would be appropriate
And
to
Back
have
to
an
the
"I am
Future.
your father" moment.
Yes.
Would it be though? I mean, it has to be Terminator. Like, I mean, isn't that exactly the script of what was that crappy Terminator movie with Krista Urban?
Salvation.
Solid Saturn says Tommy B.
Yeah, that
Sean's
one's bad.
father
Yeah.
using a different
Yeah.
name, wearing glasses as a disguise.
Yeah, he's in the States. Yeah.
Dad? No.
Papa?
My other prediction is the show will be fantastic despite Sean's throwing it under the bus all the time. Oh my god. And haterism.
No, it's not haterism. It's called having standards, having accountability. I love The Mandalorian. I think The Mandalorian is great. I love Din Djarin. I think Carl Weathers is fucking fantastic.
It's
The heck
hell
was
was
that?
that?
Oh, I think we lost Tommy for a second, but he's back.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, he's back. He's dark, but he's back.
The answer.
He's
the
like,
answer,
oh no, they found out too much. It's
And gone.
affecting the timeline.
It's a paradox.
He's fading away.
I think
a picture of your dad
Yeah, I don't know
fading
what that
away.
was. It was weird.
I mean,
freezing up.
I know
think.
Kieran and Thaden are two of the most positive Star Wars fans I know. But, they're not overly the positive to the point where they're giving everything a gold star.
I said the Clone Wars movie was crap earlier.
And you
'cause it's
guys
crap.
held The Rise of Skywalker accountable for it, too. But don't you guys think that when marketing teams or Kathleen Kennedy opens her mouth and says one thing and it ends up something completely different, that there's got to be some form of accountability towards Lucasfilm, Disney, etc.?
I think that's a Kathleen Kennedy issue because she said stuff before that. She doesn't seem like she's good with PR. She kind of says stuff that's wrong, or like she says stuff that's not confirmed yet for sure, so it changes, or stuff like that. So you should probably just get her to stop talking to people.
I compare her to like, sometimes they ask like an MMA fighter to pump up a fight or something like that, and they're like, what do you think of your opponent? And he's like, I think I heard him say bad things about me, but I'm gonna take him down and punch him. And you're just like, there's guys who just like obviously aren't good at it, and they ask people like they ask them the questions. It's their job to like try to pump up the fight as well. And same thing, like it's her job to come out and be like, this is something that you guys have never seen before, or like you guys are gonna be happy about this. But I feel like even though they're not, I feel like they always just corner her, and she's like, we're gonna retell stuff. It's gonna be great. Like she just doesn't.
She needs to be more like the Wizard of Oz.
We've hired this person.
I don't know where to put my hands.
We've hired this person. Oh, we fired that person. We hired this person. Nope, that person left. We hired these guys. Nope, they left too.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's how can you not? It happens.
behind the
It happens more than things get actually produced. That's just a fact, and that's a problem.
It happens sort of in everything, but like
we're shooting at a higher than 50% turnover rate.
Oh, for sure. We've been over this before, and
that's not good.
Yeah, we shouldn't be hearing about so many projects and then they get canceled.
When you look at you keep people keep trying to make that compare. Oh, Star Wars is the Marvel universe. Well, no, it isn't, because Marvel has had 2 directors that have been stepped away from their project or been forcibly removed from their project, and Star Wars has had that on one film, let alone of course the entire universe. So it's uncomparable.
Frank Reicher with the super chat. Will the Mando series end by Madonna adopting Baby Yoda? Fuck Scream.
You stole my prediction. Jesus, man.
Oh, wow. Thaden,
Jesus
your
Christ.
predictions, man.
Yeah.
Now that one of them's gone.
Well, one of them's gone. Yeah. I think Boba Fett's going to show up. Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you like that.
Wow.
And Maul's coming back. No.
Could you imagine the backlash from
That would
some
actually
fans?
be a prediction. See, 'cause
From
if-
Oh my
Kieran.
god! Now if it happens, I'm blaming you.
if Maul comes back now, who's gonna kill him? Because there's no Obi-Wan left to do it.
Obi-Wan's going
Nobody.
to kill him from beyond the grave.
I was gonna say
Nobody will kill
that's-
him. He will live forever.
I was gonna say that's what Ahsoka's back for. She's gonna bring Obi-Wan back through the tunnel through
Yeah.
time, and Obi-Wan's gonna be like, "Damn it, I've done this twice already. This time you're not coming back."
Me and Thaden went to go
Sounds
see
great.
Solo and in theaters, and Thaden had already seen it.
So I knew
So
about the Maul
we
part.
we were sitting there, and then like,
Wouldn't it be hilarious if Darth Maul showed up?
I sensed
is
that
even
Thaden
better.
turned his head towards me like this at this certain part. I'm like, oh shit, it's gonna be something I don't like.
Something's about to
and
happen.
he showed up, and I was like, motherfucker, why do they have to? Like I was like so angry, and Thaden took so much
See,
joy. Out
that's
of it.
another
I still
example,
do.
though. They intended to build off of Solo this little mini universe.
They intended
Yeah.
to sell
And-
action figures.
And
Yeah, that didn't happen just because it did terribly. at the
yeah,
box
no, it
office.
did. It did. I know it
Yeah.
cost a lot.
Because they paid for it twice.
No,
Yeah.
I disagree with that. Yeah, they paid for it twice,
It still didn't do
but
great.
at the end,
considering.
at the end of the day, they still thought that they were okay. We paid for it twice. We're still going to make a profit, but it's not going to nearly be as much as we normally do. They're probably penciling that thing at $1 billion, and it didn't even make $500 million worldwide. Which, by the way, they lost money on that movie between filming it twice and marketing. Not good.
Yeah,
not
it
good
wasn't
at
great.
No,
Yeah, now you mentioned the marketing.
That's how you
I
build
do
a
remember
universe,
that the
guys.
Marketing was shit.
Back to predictions. I think a real one. I don't know if that was Sabine in the trailer. It might have been. I don't know. But I think we're going to see Sabine. I think she's going to show up. And Katie Sackhoff, what's her name? Bo-Katan. I think we're going to see her too. And I don't know, possibly some more Mandalorians, but mostly them. And I think one of them is going to at some point wield the Darksaber. I think that's going to happen, at least a little. I don't know if they're going to end up with it or anything, but yeah. And I mean, that's kind of one prediction. So my second one is going to go time jump. Yoda's going to be teen Yoda. It's going to be like Teen Groot in Avengers, and it's going to be a lot worse. That's it. I don't know. I don't have a second one, really.
Wow. Okay, so I'm going to give 2.
That was the point of the question.
Yeah. Number 1, Din Djarin is going to die. And no, I'm kidding. I don't think he's going to die. Number 1, Grief Karga is going to die. I think, Carl Weathers, 2 seasons. I'm surprised he's getting 2.
They brought him back up with the promise of directing.
Yeah, I love Carl Weathers. Give me more Carl Weathers. Although I don't know if I like the way Grief Karga looks in this. I hope they explain how much time's jumped, because it does look like he's aged.
That Santa beard does not work for me.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. He looks.
My God.
Though it kind of does look weird. I still like it, though.
Okay, so we see a fighting ring. What if Carl Weathers gets in the ring and
this is not
gets
Rocky
knocked
4.
Out by, gets knocked out by a Gamorrean, and then
This is not Rocky 4.
Din Djarin has to throw in the towel.
Oh my God!
Throw in the damn towel.
This is not Rocky 4.
It can be, though.
No.
So
We've seen a ring already.
So who's going to play James Brown and sing him
If
to the
this
ring?
was a comedy, I would really enjoy that.
I'm curious to know who's going to James Brown and sing him to the
I
ring.
think my problem is he looks more like
That weird chick with the super long snout mouth.
So we're gonna get living on
Sings,
Tatooine.
She sings in Return of the Jedi.
Is that what it's gonna be? We're gonna
that
get
lady.
living on
Yeah, that's
Tatooine.
weird.
I
Yeah.
hate that lady. That song's so bad.
That song's amazing. I listen to it every
terrible.
time.
You know what? I'm almost
I
seeing
do
a
too, but I
chorus.
hate it.
I'm almost seeing a chorus in my head.
Are you talking about Space Snooki?
Oh God!
Yes. I'm pretty sure, yes.
Space who?
Isn't that just Snooki?
Regular Snooki.
I guess my problem is Grief in the images that we've seen looks more like Chubbs from Happy Gilmore than he does Apollo Creed now. So, maybe he'll lose a hand to an alligator. So,
That'd be cool.
No alligators, just a Gamorrean.
To be fair as well,
Space
punching
Invaders.
power is also all in the hips.
it's all in the hips. Just easing the tension, baby. Come on.
I don't like what's happening here.
Alrighty, and my other one is I think I'm going to assume that Timothy Oliphant's only in it for 1 episode. I hope he's in it for more, but however long he's in it, it's Timothy Oliphant. He's going to steal the show. Like I watched Scream 2 the other day, and I didn't even know he was in it, and I was like, oh, okay, well this movie also isn't very good, but he is the best part of it. So Timothy Oliphant stealing the show.
In Scream 2?
Yeah.
Timothy Olyphant. I mean, I remember Jerry O'Connell.
He is, spoiler alert from a movie that's like 1998. Timothy Oliphant is one of the killers.
Oh.
Yes.
Also, I hate you because now all I can see is Din Djarin and Baby Yoda doing the "get in your home" speech because Yoda won't get in the bassinet. So it's all I can see in my head now, and I can't. It won't go away.
Wow.
And at some point in the next week, I'm going to rewrite the lyrics of "Living in America" to "Living on Tatooine."
Oh, my God. Tommy, your predictions?
So, like has already been said, I think we'll see. With Ahsoka Tano, who else? Who else is on that list? Bo-Katan, Sabine Wren. I don't think any of them
I feel sorry
are
for
going-
anyone who's listening to this and they're actively watching it.
That's me and Karen right now. It's weird.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
Tommy,
Yeah.
stop peeing in a cup while you're talking.
I'm not peeing in a cup.
I know it's Sean, but still.
It's time to play Guess Which One of Us Doesn't Have Pants. Our weekly segment.
I don't think any of those characters are going to become regular,
like recurring characters.
I don't want to necessarily say recurring characters and rule out any recurrences, but I don't think they're going to be
Yeah, I mean, like episode to
regular
episode.
recurring characters. You know,
Yeah.
minor characters, regular characters of the series, with the exception of Bo-Katan.
It'd be cool to see her more.
I think it's very possible she could get roped in as a regular character. Not based on anything about her character personally or the character we already know, rather. Simply based on the fact of she's not already roped into anything else in the same way that all the other characters are. So I think The Mandalorian would be a good opportunity for character building for her and what have you.
And it's The Mandalorian. Yeah, it would be a good spot for her, another Mandalorian to show up and stay.
Yeah, you know,
It'd be cool.
yeah. Another prediction I will make is, you know, there were these rumors that the child would be exiting season 2, perhaps somehow related with Ahsoka Tano, yada, yada, yada. I don't see that happening. I don't see the child exiting The Mandalorian. I foresee the child being in the show until the end, the way things currently stand. Maybe I'll be wrong, but that's just my current thoughts.
That reminded me something in there. Reminded me of a second prediction that I have based off rumors from quite a while ago that were not very founded on anything. Well, I don't think. I hope Iden Versio is in there because the actress who plays her looks exactly like the character in the game, and she's pretty cool. I don't totally love that game, but like she still does a damn good job of being that character. So yeah, I'd really like to see that.
I'm trying to remember the story of Battle.
She's bad guy. She turns good really quick.
If she appears in this game, in The Mandalorian, that's completely after the narrative of Battlefront 2 minus
It's
the
after
expansion.
everything but the epilogue. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all like
John,
1
is my
year
video
after
really
episode 4.
fucking up that much?
No, I was just fucking around with Frank. He said, just show your eyes, so I blew you up, and all you could see was your eyes.
Oh, baby.
What?
Baby, look me in the eyes.
Baby?
What is going on? What is happening?
Duck for cover, Frank. Duck
The
for cover.
answer
Abort.
to who has no pants is Tommy.
And it's not just 1 week, it's every week. I think Tommy might have muted himself. He's dying. Well,
Can we even see the rails the show track is for right now? Like,
No.
We do have a top 5 this week, guys. I
what's
swear.
the topic
I
we're supposed to
swear
be
we have a
talking
top
about
5. There's a Death Watch, too. We'll get to it.
on that note, let's get to the light speed countdown. And that was a quick transition. And somehow Tommy just got bigger again. What the hell? We're obviously having
He
some...
wants you to look at me.
Right.
Oh, my God. You should have been like the Kool-Aid man, dude. Like, oh yeah.
But I don't have a wall to jump through.
Frank says he's got much love for Pantless Tommy. I might have been
Don't say that.
I don't need to know that, Frank.
paraphrasing slightly there. Hang on, let's see if we can adjust Thaden and Kieran. There we go. Thaden was starting to look like Darth Malik. All right, so the way
like
this
that.
works is we're going to go clockwise, starting from Johnny. So we'll go Johnny, Tommy, Kieran, Thaden, and myself. You'll give your 5, 4, 3, and then we'll go back around and give your number 2, your number 1s. Top 5 countdown this week is the top 5 underrated Star Wars characters, starting with Johnny.
Okay. Well, starting at number 5, I really dug deep into the canon to get to this character because it's so underrated. They didn't even get a name. And it's the midwife droid that birthed the twins. I mean, of course, I'm referring to Luke and Leia.
What?
I think you're saying this
talking about that robot?
is the character being overrated. She didn't do much.
Birthed the twins.
Yeah.
I mean,
Floor could have done that.
she had 2 Jedi Masters sitting outside the window that probably could have kept her alive.
Yoda could have climbed in there and gotten them out.
What? Anyway, must get.
For a second, I thought you were talking about something from a comic book or something. I didn't understand what you were talking
It's
about.
probably in a comic book somewhere.
Certain type of comic book.
I stuck with the movies for this because I feel like they need to be known to be underrated. But
I swear to God, we're not drinking. There's no alcohol down here or weed or anything of the sort. Just some happy pills. Johnny, can you go with your number 4 and 3? You gonna be all right?
I think I killed Johnny.
He's done. Oh God, no! He's going into the fetal position. Send help!
Get Yoda. You can...
All right, let's give Johnny a breather here. I'm gonna mute him while he dies over there. Tommy, you're 5, 4, and 3.
so, as I just said, I stuck with movies because I feel like, I stuck with visual stuff because I feel like to be underrated, you need to be able to be known, and yeah, it's easier to be known.
That's fair.
So for this first one, there's going to be some disagreement. Qui-Gon Jinn. Yes, he's a beloved character. I love him. However, I feel like he's underrated in that the whole Skywalker saga, in some aspect, really hinges on him. And if he lived past his confrontation with Maul, it would have been a completely different story. Number 4, Shmi Skywalker. Gave birth to Anakin Skywalker. Her death really was one of those major moments that ended up contributing to Anakin's fall to the dark side.
She shouldn't have raised such a spoiled little brat. No, I'm kidding.
Well, yeah. Number 3, Lobot. He's not even named on screen.
Well, at least it wasn't the birthing droid, so...
this is the maternity episode. So if you have children or deliver children, you're in.
Johnny, we'll go back to you now for your 4 and 3.
Okay. All right. My number 4 is another droid. It's 21B.
I know who this is.
From the Old Republic?
Nope. It's a movie character.
That might be who I was thinking of.
21B.
I'm picturing a droid from the Old Republic. 21B, eh?
Is that one that gets?
That wasn't
blows
Lando's droid, right?
No.
Nope.
No,
It is
L3.
the droid that rebuilds Luke's hand.
Oh yeah.
I
Looks like
these
his
are really
mouth
deep
is like
cuts.
a microphone.
I was going to say,
That's what
I'm not
droids
sure
say.
this is what I was going
Hey,
for
it's
with
underrated, and
underrated.
it's very important to the story because
I
without
feel
that
like it's
extra
just
hand,
unknown.
Luke's dead. Luke can't
Eh.
beat his dad without the extra hand.
He's not.
I'm
dead
sorry, Luke can't
without
what?
his extra hand.
Luke can't beat his dad without the extra hand. What is wrong with
He
that?
learned to use his lightsaber in the other hand.
Frank says in the chat, Tommy's a grower, huh?
Okay,
What do you got at 3?
number 3 is a.
Kieran looks appalled.
It's not a deep cut. Okay, not nearly as deep as the other two. It's Count Dooku.
Yeah, I can see that.
I think I know who that guy is, yeah.
He delivered Padme's babies or something like that.
Him and the
The birthing droid is important, and so is 21B.
Luke is
Actually,
actually
just tossed Yoda up there. And there you
plot
go.
twist.
We're not going back to that, okay?
Count Dooku.
No.
He was Leia's gynecologist.
I was gonna say
Yeah, that was Dr. Dooku.
I remember that.
Thank you very much.
plot twist. Luke's actually a Dooku. So's Leia. She cheated on Anakin with Dooku.
Oh, no.
Cradle robber. All
That's a
right,
disturbing visual.
Kieran, help us out here, man.
All right. I am going to go with.
Wait, did Tommy give his all 5 through 3?
I don't think so. I think he just did his 5, and then you cut him off.
No, he did multiple, didn't he?
Did he?
Tommy, you
I
answered
did.
this question.
I was dying at the
Qui-Gon
time, so
Jinn
I don't.
Lobot.
Okay.
Yes, 3.
Okay, yeah. Kefren.
Okay, I will go with Plo Koon. I know that same as Qui-Gon. He's liked in the fandom, but I feel like he represents what the Jedi should be in the like council. That's terrible. The Clone Wars era council is just terrible representative of the Jedi, and I think Plo Koon is one of the only guys who actually pulls it off properly. So I feel like he should get as much love as Qui-Gon or Yoda or those, like any of those characters who are like way up in the good light side of the Force. I think that Ezra Bridger is underrated. I think a lot of, and here's why. I'm seeing the funny face from Johnny here, but I feel like he should be regarded in the same way that Kanan is. I really love Kanan, but I think Ezra's like, one, Ezra stood up to the Emperor.
That's pretty ballsy, yeah.
Yeah, but how many people?
I've never done it.
How many people were ever to get around him at all? Like, and he also controlled the light and the dark side, just like Revan, and people love Revan. Like he ended up showing like tremendous courage, like throughout Rebels. And I don't know. I feel like too many people think like, oh yeah, he's the guy who had the gun lightsaber and the slingshot, and was kind of kid's character at the start, but he ended up being like a really badass character by the time fourth season came around.
I'd still love to see something with Ezra and Thrawn together in the unknown regions. I know it's rumored.
I think that will happen.
I know it's rumored, and it's rumored to be live action.
I want it.
I feel like that was just left open. Like it was for sure left.
I feel like they left that so they could finish the sequels, and then Thrawn can come back and be a big bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what?
They want it.
They could basically have Thrawn come back in the same like time that he did in the EU now, where they could do something 10 years after Return of the Jedi, and all of a sudden, boom, Thrawn's back, and maybe he's back with Ezra, and we get a Luke and Ezra thing, and you got a whole new trilogy, new actors, of course, but
maybe not do it on film. I don't trust them on film.
Yeah, even a book.
I'd like it more on shows or books. Yeah.
If we're can we get it on television?
Scholastic books, especially, I'd like it there.
Well, I hope you're smart about though.
And my third will be Lando, and Lando, I have him as.
Well, what do we have here?
I have him as underrated because I feel like when it comes to like the original team, like if you think about the original crew and everything put together, you're like this, like Leia, Han, Chewie, C-3PO, R2, and then you're like, and Lando. But I really think Lando should be in there. Lando destroyed the second Death Star. Lando came back in Rise of Skywalker after most of the characters were already gone, and played an important part through that. Donald Glover was Lando. That just makes him awesome automatically.
That's extremely true, yes.
But I don't know. I just feel like when people think about the original crew, they like think of him as like halfway in there, whereas I think he should be all the way in.
I feel like that's partly also because you
club.
thought Episode 6 was the only movie for a long time, so he probably was for you.
That's probably, yeah, that's true.
I think if we did an overrated characters list, Lando would probably be on mine. It's funny because I can't see Kieran in the room. I can just see his hair. But watching him on
He's making faces, yeah. I guess, yeah, you can see him there.
Yeah, I saw him there.
That's right. You should see me on the camera.
I think Wedge and Nien Num might have had something to do with the Death Star 2 blowing up too. Just throwing that out there.
Oh yeah, that's that little chubby weird character.
That's his line in the movie.
Yeah.
Awkward chuckle. It's in the script as awkward chuckle.
Frank Riker says we need a Tusken Raider series. Well, Frank, before they went back and rewrote Obi-Wan, that's basically what it was going to be. So.
I was going to I wanted to join the 501st at one point, and I was going to do it as a Tusken Raider. I have lots of Tusken Raider merch at home.
He likes Tusken Raiders. Yeah.
Oh, so you must have been just fucking giddy in Mandalorian season 5 or Mandalorian episode 5.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When he's like, there's Tusken Raiders there. He's like, talk to them yourself, and they're right there. I really love the idea that they use sign language too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I thought that was great.
Seems Tusken Raider.
When you like kind of dig into their whole culture, it like you think that they're kind of like brainless animals, but they're not. They're like they're kind of like rejecting technology type of people. You know, they're like away from society type of thing. Like they're like an off the grid type of. They're like the kind of people you would see in a
Amish of Star Wars.
Yeah, they're the kind of people you'd see in like a post-apocalyptic movie, and they're like the people who show up and. Well, I guess they're kind of Mad Max-ish anyways. But anyways, love Tusken Raiders.
So that means your fourth or second character is Hor then, I'm assuming?
It should be Hor.
There's a Tusken Raider named Hor. Anyways.
I guess it's my go.
I believe it is, yes.
So for me, at number 5, I have Lorsan Tekka. You don't see him very much. But I would argue he has one of the biggest on-screen impacts in The Force Awakens. I just, it really kicked off the story, Seeing his death. I remember turning to you, Johnny, and saying, you know what, this might be the best, opening sequence to a Star Wars film I've ever seen. And I think it still stands that way today. That or Revenge of the Sith, one of the two. Loved it. Number 4 for me was Visas Mar from Knights of the Old Republic 2. I think her backstory doesn't get nearly enough credit. And it's one of the more compelling stories, in my opinion, if you choose to explore it in Knights of the Old Republic 2. And number 3 for me is Ben Skywalker. Obviously, he doesn't exist in the new canon, but Ben Skywalker starts off as a whiny little baby in New Jedi Order and then really comes into his own in Legacy of the Force, and then by the time Fate of the Jedi rolls around, he's basically a full-on Jedi Knight and really carrying the series. Love Ben Skywalker, and I mean, basically Kylo Ren is a combination.
I was going to say
is a combination of Ben Skywalker and Jason Solo put together. They took those two characters, and that's how you got Kylo Ren. So, Johnny, you're 2-1.
I didn't do mine.
Oh wait, did I cut Thaden?
Yeah.
Oh, Thaden's go then.
How dare you?
I thought Thaden went.
No.
I thought so too.
You'll know I didn't. So my first one is the most popular, I think, of all of mine, but I still think he's underrated. It's Cad Bane.
Nice.
People like him a lot, but I feel like he's a really, really amazing bounty hunter, and he doesn't get all that credit all the time. Like, he heisted the Jedi Temple and the Senate, and within a year or two of each. Actually, no, it's actually probably not even in that long. It's probably within a year of each other. And he fights Jedi a bunch of times. He kicks ass. He looks awesome. He's a cowboy. Anyways, my next one is Embo. He has a cool hat as well, which is a pretty big feature. He does some cool fighting. I don't know. He's not in a lot of stuff, but he's really cool when he's there. And then my third one is Vi Marati. She's one of the people who's at Galaxy's Edge walking around, and she's in the Phasma book and the Black Spire book. And she's a cool spy lady for the Resistance. And, yeah, she does some cool... I don't know. She's just a very interesting character because she always feels like she's in control of the situation and stuff, even when she's being interrogated and things like that. And, yeah, I don't think a lot of people know who she is. So, anyways, Johnny.
That's a safe bet because I have no idea who she is.
All right, exactly. let's get through these last two. We do got a lot of the show to get to still.
All right. I actually made a change on my list after I wrote it. Originally it was Wedge. But that's not
I think Wedge is underrated.
He is, but he's not quite as underrated as the guy I replaced him with.
I hated his one shot in The Rise of Skywalker. It was just really? We got one shot of Wedge and he's a gunner? Give me a break.
Yeah, see, originally it was Wedge, but then I decided, no, he's not quite as underrated as it's Biggs. Biggs Starklighter.
What did he do other than die?
I feel like both of them are overrated.
How many children did he deliver?
It's a different kind of underrated because of his history with Luke. Nobody puts credence into that. And number 1 has been featured already. It's Lando. He is the epitome of the also-ran. He's when you talk about the main characters from the original trilogy, who rates him? He doesn't get rated. I mean, he's behind R2 and 3PO, and I mean, R2 definitely, but 3PO, come on, really? He's worse than 3PO? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Wait, I just got lost there. Who's your one?
Lando Calrissian.
I don't get it.
Popular from episode 6 and Solo.
I don't get it. Tommy, you're 2-1, man.
Number 2, I put Biggs Darklighter.
What?
What?
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm giving Sage the what because I had him at the same spot.
Fight me.
Okay. And number one, someone who I don't expect here on anyone else's list, Mon Mothma. She's featured in a lot of stuff. Heavy hitter in the Rebellion, in just about any conception of it throughout canon. All the different convoluted turns canon took over the years. I'm pretty sure that continues into the New Republic era. I don't quite remember if Legends ever kills her off or not. I can't
She dies.
remember.
I would assume. I think she dies of old age.
Yeah, I don't remember her actually having a
She
battle.
remains active.
She's in the Jedi Academy trilogy that I'm just reading now.
Okay, so yeah, that's.
I don't think
that
we ever
speaks
actually
for
find
itself.
out. We just assume she does because she, if I remember correctly, she retires.
This is
Kinda
complete.
goes off into the sunset.
This is kind of off topic. Have you met Dala yet, Kieran?
Yes. Yeah,
Oh, what a bitch! Fuck. Wait, she comes back in Fate of the Jedi, I think it is.
I'm-
whole series, and oh my god.
I'm right near the end of the Jedi Academy.
Oh, wow. Alrighty. 2 and 1 for Kieran.
All right. Let me just. Despite what Johnny says, I'm going to look at my phone because I can't remember.
What did I say?
It was
This was last week. He remembered.
What?
Yeah.
You didn't.
Yeah. I picked up my phone and you were like,
You used to suck it.
Yeah.
I don't remember. That was last week.
I forgot mine too.
Well, actually, I did them out of order because I changed my order at the last minute. So my number 2 is Dooku. I think that just the movie, like just episode 2, gets so much hate that has most of Dooku's parts in it, and it has a bad lightsaber duel that he badly destroys.
Both of them?
Obi-Wan, and yeah, it shows his dominance, but it's not really that greatly choreographed, and it's not, people don't remember it as being an awesome battle, but that doesn't mean he didn't kick their asses. And he also kicks lots of asses in Clone Wars, and I don't know. And if you read his book, which I promoted on the last show, but it's amazing, and his character seems kind of robotic if you just see the movies. He just is who he is. He doesn't really evolve a lot, but then when you read his backstory, you can see where the evolution comes, and it really expands the character quite a bit. And I just really love the performance as well.
Have you ever read the Revenge of the Sith novel?
No, I haven't read any of the movie
Oh
novels.
man, so that battle against Obi-Wan and Anakin, it's told from Dooku's perspective.
Oh, and he's just these guys fucking suck.
And for Revenge of the Sith,
Oh, he's
it's told
these guys
from
are fucking
Dooku's
overpowered me.
perspective.
This sucks. I'm probably
Or
gonna
perspective, pardon me. And so when he gets his hands cut off, it's just
Ouch.
this shocking realization. He thinks Palpatine's going to step in and save him, and he doesn't. And it's
die. And he delivers that on screen so well. He's
yeah.
he doesn't, yeah.
Oh, it's good.
Actually, it's just like that from the opening.
It is so worth the read. I think Matthew Stover is the author on that. He just did an incredible job. Who's number 1, man?
Number 1 is General Meeber Gascon.
Who?
You don't know Meeber Gascon? He delivered many
Are
children.
you serious?
No,
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
One of us knows.
Oh man.
Well, 2 of us.
No, you
Oh.
have to be shitting us.
Wait, you don't like
I
Meeber
know the
Gascon?
name, but I don't.
He's that guy from Clone Wars, the little frog-like creature.
Oh
He's in
God!
the droid episodes, the ones that are George Lucas's
Okay,
favorite,
yeah.
but everyone else hates them.
He's so
Oh
good.
my
He's so
gosh,
awesome.
that is almost easily the worst arc in
He
Clone
just
Wars.
wants to be Brigadier General, and he keeps on trying to prove that he's so great.
It's the Geico guy.
He's awesome, and the voice.
Do you know
is
who it is
awesome.
yet, Sean?
Yeah, I know exactly who it is now.
Man. Yeah, Meeber Gascon, number 1, and probably he could have been 1 through 5 for me.
Wow, I just
Criminally underrated.
Wow.
That was more
Thaden,
like criminally overrated.
Thaden, give us your top two, man.
No, because people don't like him except me.
I think that makes him criminally overrated because anyone likes him.
Maybe. No, he's great.
Can you do the math on that? Is that
I don't know.
that factual?
Anyways, my number 2 is also from Clone Wars. It's Terrace Anube. He's an old man Jedi, helps Ahsoka find her lightsaber when it gets stolen, and he's just hilarious. He's an old wise guy, or like he's actually wise, not like wise guy. Eh? I said that wrong, yeah. He has a white lightsaber. It's cool. It's inside his cane. He's like the tortoise in the hair. He's the tortoise the whole time, and Ahsoka's just running around trying to do stuff, and he gets shit done. He's great. He's hilarious too, and he looks like a funny camel man.
He's like the sloth from that Zootopia movie.
Yeah. He's great.
He is awesome.
Anyways, my number 1 is the greatest character in all of Star Wars, yet somehow he's pretty, underrated, I think. I think people like him, but anyways, it's Hondo Ohnaka.
I dig him.
He's
I
fantastic. Like him. I find him hilarious in Rebels, and he's still pretty good in Clone Wars. Like, I don't dislike him at all. I just like him more in Rebels.
No, he's so much more comic relief in Rebels. Oh, it's
hilarious.
Great.
He's never, like, in control of anything, but he finds a way to come out kind of on top some of the time, and sometimes he just lives. And then he has his own book that's, it's a junior novel, I'm pretty sure, but it's, like, for Galaxy's Edge, and it's just about him trying to steal the Millennium Falcon a bunch of times, and it's really funny. And you can read the whole thing in Hondo's voice, because it's him telling the story of how he did that stuff, so it's fantastic. So, yeah, Hondo, best character.
Wow.
Also underrated.
Number 2 for me is Talon Card. If you have to listen to the audiobooks of the Thrawn trilogy and the Hand of Thrawn duology. Talon Card basically introduces the audience to Mara Jade, and he plays such a big role in the Thrawn trilogy, and really the whole EU going forward. It starts to minimalize a bit, but Talon Card in the Thrawn trilogy and the Hand of Thrawn duology is just so good, and you will absolutely fall in love with Mark Thompson's voice for him. I remember he did
third option. You can have him record it for you.
As the outro for Wastelands, yeah, he's like,
was the outro or was the intro? I can't remember which one
was the outro. It was something like, "This is Talon Card. Congratulations, you survived the Wastelands." Yeah, something like that. So.
Thrawn was a wretched hive of scum and villainy.
No, Thrawn was you entered the Wastelands. You just did a Kenobi line, but
no, I thought Thrawn did for us. I thought he did that.
Negative, no. No, we used a Sam Witwer clip pretending to be Obi-Wan for that.
Oh,
so
okay.
And number 1 for me is Mr. Admiral Pelion, because if you're reading the Thrawn books or the Hand of Thrawn books, basically everything is told from his perspective. Like, he is your gateway to Thrawn and everything going on in these books. And he really establishes himself into a really good character and continues on. I would imagine if you're at the Jedi Academy trilogy that Pelion has to be somewhere in there so far. I would think.
I think he's in there somewhere. I just can't remember where.
Maybe
I'd like
not.
to say I haven't read the Legends
It's
Thrawn
been a
books at
long
all,
time
but
since I've read them.
Pelion sounds cool from this.
Oh, I'm gonna get you guys the audiobook files,
I'm
and
for sure gonna listen to
you
them.
guys are gonna fucking fall in love with that series. It's so good. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for the Lightspeed Countdown for this week. Let's get to the council. It will be a shortened edition of the council, looking at about 15 minutes here, 20 minutes tops to get through our thoughts on Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2 when it comes to companion characters. This is the council. Alrighty, it's time for the council. In this week's council, we are discussing companion characters in Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. Which ones did you love? Which ones did you hate? Would have been nice to spend a little more time on this subject, but honestly, it's just been a wild, fun show, and we'll get in what we can. Let's start with some of the worst companion characters in those two games. Now, I don't know how long it's been since you finished either of those, and I might screw up the name here. I mean, everybody knows I hate Mission. I think she's a whiny little bitch.
Yeah.
I
But
already know
like
two of
her.
the characters you're going to know.
Goto, is it Goto or Goto? Goto, I think.
I forgot about him. I just finished that game.
From Knights of the Old Republic 2. He's like the ball,
sucks.
the torture ball droid thing, and it's just
isn't it GOTO?
something like that.
Like, it's
they
not
say
an actual
Goto, I
name.
think, though.
Yeah, I think
feel
they
like
say
call him
Goto in
that.
the game.
But
yeah,
it is G0,
Well, I think it's just
T0.
I
actual-
think that
Yeah.
shows
Yeah.
how much you don't like the character. You don't even know how to say the name.
I could not believe they wasted a companion spot on
Me
that
too.
fucking
He
thing.
was the last companion I got when I replayed it just now, and I was so bummed about it.
Yeah, it's horrible. Just fucking awful.
Yeah, he sucks.
Yeah, I don't even remember him. He's that unimportant.
Sucks.
Right? He's one of those. Everybody's got those companion characters that you just grab, and then you see them on the ship after a while. And they're like, "Oh, I forgot about you."
Yeah, even at the end of the game, like he kind of like
He just disappears.
does
He doesn't
some
even
stuff
doesn't
and
really
then gets
get an
screwed
ending,
over,
yeah.
and then that's it. He sucks. Yeah, no, I forgot about him. I'm totally with you on that.
Yeah, he's hot garbage. That ugly Death Star looking thing is what I thought of him.
I'd like to throw in another character, Sean. If you have one more thing to say about Goto.
Oh, just just seeing this now, I remembered that he's actually a person who has
Yep.
Yeah.
uploaded his self-conscious.
That's
to
what
this.
makes it so bad. If
Yeah.
he was just a droid, I'd probably like him. If he just beeped and booped, I'd love him.
It's Jack Frost in Star Wars.
I hate him. So my vote for worst character, if it's not Goto, surprisingly isn't Karth. I hate Karth, but he does one cool thing in Knights of the Old Republic. Malik shows up and he's immediately like, he just pulls out a gun and shoots at him, which is really cool. I like that his first reaction is to do that immediately. So that won some points for me, and he was less whiny after that. So other than that, I hate him. But my least, bottom of the barrel is Bayodur. I hate that guy.
You just got
talks
on
like
Sage's
he's
shit
pooping
list.
all the time.
I was gonna mention
He's
that.
so crap.
You just
He
got
doesn't
on
have
Sean's
any
hit list.
cool. He doesn't have any cool backstory that I find, at least. And he just. I like the tiny droid, but
Sean
yeah.
is planning your death.
I remember-
currently.
Yeah.
I
You
remember,
can't see the face,
It's
but
fine.
you're getting.
I feel
you're
like
getting
he's
dead.
upset.
He's full on.
I remember trying to make
He
him
is.
cool and trying I really tried
you for
hard
agreeing.
because I liked the cool arm thing that he had, and I was like, oh, no, I got to get into this, and I just couldn't.
He's fun if you can get him to be a Jedi.
You can do that?
Yeah.
You can. It's almost impossible.
Okay.
Well, I'm not denying that, but I'm saying it
If you
takes that
could.
level of work to get him to be a Jedi.
I've done it
That's-
before.
That might
It's
help.
worth it.
It might make it more interesting.
I didn't even know about the disciple character because I've never played as a female
yeah,
in
he's
that
not great
game,
either.
which
The
is funny because I
I've
played as
I've never done a full playthrough.
no, I never even started one.
I got Handmaiden and Disciple last time. It was great. Mods.
Yeah, through the mods. Yeah.
They're definitely a plus.
I think I know Sean touched on this earlier, but I really like Visas Mars as well.
Yeah.
Well, we're
she's
still on hate.
badass.
We're still on hate.
Are we?
Yeah.
Okay, Cartho
You know, this
Nassi.
doesn't really speak to hate, but I have no problem admitting, not that I hate the character, that I never really generally use T3 all that often.
I'm
Me
right there
too.
with you. He was just a
I feel like
cheap rate
A
knockoff
droid
R2.
with technical abilities, but I like Bayodur for that.
I feel like the game likes T3 more than I ever did.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
he was
Definitely. And
was
the other
knockoff
thing I
R2.
didn't like using all that often, you see, I would use Zalbar in OG game here and there. I never really used Hanhar when I did a dark side playthrough. I just never did. Didn't really jive with me. Sage is probably going to disagree with me on that part.
Okay, we're good.
I mean, I like Mirror more, to be honest.
Really? You don't say.
I-
Your dark side playthroughs and
Oh, what you do is you play for the light side for a bit. You pull Mirror in, you make her a Jedi, and you bone her, and all that stuff. Anyway,
That is not the Jedi way.
you can also bone Visas Mar too. So,
Sage's goal in the
You bring her to the
playthrough
light
is just
side.
bone
You tell
everybody.
her. You bring her to the light side. You tell her you got length, and then you.
You show that you're
60
evil the whole
minutes,
time
baby.
because you lied.
oh my god. Karth is a whiny little bitch, but I have to say I can't call him one of the worst. companion characters. I think he does a lot of useful things, and whether you like Karth or not, his backstory is actually really fucking good. I was always intrigued for finding out what happened to his son, what happened with the whole Telos thing. Obviously, in the second game, we get to go to Telos, his relationship with Kareth. I think Karth's backstory is way too good that I can't call him a bad companion, although he's fucking probably the most annoying companion, that's for sure.
I love Raphael Sbarge, but his voice is just too nasally for that character. Like it doesn't. You hear the voice and you immediately think bad things.
I don't want to talk about it. Okay, now I want to talk. No, you went too far. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Exactly. And it's just, by the time you start getting into that backstory, you already hate him. So it doesn't matter how good it is, despite the fact it's the most fleshed out backstory for any character not Revan.
I like when you don't talk to him for a while, and then it says, like, Karth wants to talk to you, and he's always just like,
I don't want to talk to you. You ignored
like,
me.
He's a puppy in the corner. He's like, you punish your dog for peeing on the floor, and he just sits in the corner going like,
right? And then you show him a little affection, and it's like nothing ever happened.
Yeah. And then you come back 5 minutes later, and he's pissed.
So,
damn it, you did it again.
a couple
Karth's
of
a piece of shit.
we got a chat comment and a chat question. Michael Q, sorry to do this to you, Ben, but I have to. Best companion characters will be Mitra Surik in KOTOR 2, and worst companion will be Darth Nihilus in KOTOR 2.
What?
Neither of those are
companions are the characters like who you pick up to go with you in the game. So
you are not your own companion.
Those, yeah.
At least you're not supposed to talk to people about that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm in an empty room. I'll talk to myself. Have a nice long
I don't know. You can go
conversation.
get that B1N1 guy from Empire and get his hand fixed. And,
Yeah.
you can
but
do.
anyways,
Feel like someone else is.
Yeah, but that's still a
specifically-
droid, so it still counts.
We're specifically talking about the people that you pick up to carry with you, and not the main character you start off as.
Correct.
Your party members.
Frank Reger wants to know. It's slightly off topic, and then we'll get to the good of the companions. What Star Wars ship or vehicle would you like to own? Mine's simple. This is going to be an easy answer. If it's not the Millennium Falcon, then I want the Ebon Hawk, which is basically the rip-off Millennium Falcon. So, yeah.
I don't know why
I
anyone wouldn't want like the Super Star Destroyer, but
It's pretty large. Probably uses a lot of gas.
Yeah, like are
way
we
too big a
talking,
crew for that.
Starfighter?
but
one
you
person,
could
two
probably
people?
sell a Super Star Destroyer and make enough money to buy a few Millennium
Well, then
Falcons.
if
Yeah, but
that-
like
if
you're
that's-
only going to be able to sell it to like North Korea.
And then if
Or
that's
Russia
the
or
case,
something.
I guess you're right. If we're talking about in our world, but
well, then if that's the
Yeah.
case, I want the Emperor's like pleasure craft that Phasma makes her armor out of. Like, what?
That was
It's-
one of the
it's
hints
a-
last
it's-
week, and no one got it.
It's a weird thing. Like, you can't.
This is going down
No,
in
I can't remember the name
interesting
of it.
territory.
Has a ship. I forget what it's called.
It's
too.
a
I
pleasure
tried to
craft.
look it
It's
up,
not
but I couldn't
actually
figure it
like a
out.
warship.
It's like a
No,
yacht.
it sounded more like a
It's like a
fondling ship, the way you described
It
it.
can be anything.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
was
try
like
hard
a
enough.
yacht.
I was thinking about the Grandmaster and his ship in Thor, in the third Thor movie.
I mean, without giving like one of the big answers, like the Ebon Hawk or the Ghost or the Falcon, it's Dash Rendar's ship. I love that.
So it's another. I mean, it's the same
The
fucking.
Outrider.
It might as well be Millennium Falcon Light or Ebon Hawk Light.
But it's the more underrated one.
Yeah, the toy had a really
It's
cool
the
little
niche
swivel
one.
thing on
Little,
it too. Yeah,
It also looks really good in X-Wing miniature form.
yeah.
Does the Death Star count as a vehicle?
It's in
I
the
believe they
it
call that a
has
shopping
hyperspace.
mall.
I
It has
believe
a
they call that a moon.
hyperdrive.
That's no.
It's not a moon. That's the
I
one
was-
thing I know
I
about
was,
it.
I was teeing somebody up for that, and you didn't even do the line right.
Man, if Disney Plus wants to
if
make
anything
he did.
goes,
Kieran did, but
I
talked over
think there is an allure with superstar destroyers and all that good stuff and what have you. But something I think that would be fun would be like a mobile space station. Like you got the refueling craft, the Colossus, which is the whole point that the Star Wars Resistance series revolves around. And there are so many different other instances of that. I mean, hell, you might as well just say Star Killer Base at this point. Or a
What?
Death Star.
Starkiller Base might not move. We
That's
don't
a
know that.
planet. Like that. We already did the Death Star. That's a moon.
This is
That's
killing
no
me.
moon. Starkiller. It's literally a planet.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
I figured out mine. It's an A-wing.
Who was
choice.
your favorite companion character? I'd give HK a close runner-up for me, but I love Canderous / Mandalore. Same character. It doesn't get better than him. I love him.
Well, I'm just gonna try and give you a stroke, so I'm gonna say Mission.
I like Mission.
She's great. Hey, Sean. That's not even the audio clip. He's just making that noise.
Seriously though, HK all the way, meatbags.
Oh, man. Mission. What a useless...
Such a hard time picking. It's not Mission.
You know,
Oh,
I
yeah.
really
I like
enjoy
Mission,
HK,
but-
I
but
could
I
say
wouldn't call
something
my
that would
favorite,
just
though.
like destroy right now.
All right. We're waiting for it. Let's do it.
Jolie B.
Let's do it up.
I feel like Mission is part of what led to Ahsoka's character. Like
could
when
see
she
that.
first started off.
I could see that for sure.
Yeah.
Anyways.
That doesn't make you angry?
Sage doesn't like you comparing Ahsoka to Mission.
I mean,
that's what I was getting at.
Mission is basically just like Ayla Secura's great times 1,000 grandma or
Like,
something.
you're right, she's great.
They're great.
Thank you, Kieran the Tiger.
Wow. So we've gone to Richard Gere, Patrick Dempsey, now Tony the Tiger.
That's Kieran the
Yeah.
Tiger.
They're all
His
they're
name
all
isn't
sex
Tony,
symbols.
Sean.
Anybody else have a favorite companion before we move on?
Mine might be HK. It also might be Canderous. And Vice's
Both
Mars is
acceptable
pretty good.
answers.
Though I feel like she didn't get enough detail. I ran out of stuff to talk to her about really quickly in the game because that game lets you do that. So yeah, maybe HK or Canderous. I don't know.
I do like Juhani, but
She's all right.
yeah,
I like Jolie, too,
She's not the greatest, but
but-
I like her character.
You can kill her, you
Yeah,
know,
Yeah.
like
I
and
did
not have her.
before when I
Yeah,
played.
same.
Because I didn't even know
I
you
don't-
could recruit her.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't kill anyone because I'm always the light side, so it doesn't
Sage's
matter.
Sean's first instinct is kill him.
I can't.
And then find out, wait, I can have them as a companion?
First of all, let me just
I can't play
set,
the evil anything.
set the record straight. When I was playing Star Wars: The Old Republic with Tommy and Johnny, I tried to make all these light side decisions,
Lies.
and those two would constantly try to fuck things up and make dark side decisions.
Good. The hate flows through you.
I actually can't see that. But I
It's
didn't,
a good thing. It's a good thing you don't have Pinocchio nose. Otherwise, you'd be poking Kieran and Thaden in the face right now.
Okay, well, I might have
Our
stretched the
favorites
truth a
for-
little
anyways,
bit.
also
Companions.
when we mention bad characters, I hate Jolie Bendo as well.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
Actually, you know what? I think the first time I played, I did hate him.
a lot of it I just hate. I don't like his voice and the way he's acted. I don't
He kind
I
of
don't
tries to be an asshole sometimes, but he does it on purpose.
know. I don't even know what I can't even put my finger on what I hate about him, but I definitely would.
I don't know what
I
I
hate,
hate.
but I
I
like
hate
him.
something.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Kieran, are you racist?
It's funny because I was just about to
He's
say
not,
that
don't
sounds like
worry.
Mace Windu.
Hey,
Because he's such a dick.
I put Lando on my list.
Oh my god!
The list of people you think no one loves?
I love him though.
This just took a really dark turn.
All right,
He's not racist, I can vote.
By the
I
way,
personally really enjoy Jolie and think he's a very
I like him.
good
yeah.
character to have on your team.
I'm glad you.
If
added
I had to
that
pick a
bit.
favorite companion from KOTOR 2, one I always come back to is Bail-Dur. I've only
son
made
of
him
a
a
bitch.
Jedi like once, but I think he's really useful. I really do. He hangs out in my party long after you get off of the planet. As far as the first game, Jolie's fun, and Bastila for the story purpose, but
Is Tommy's going to
Canderous.
run down a list of every character?
Yes. No, he said Canderous.
Just
Canderous
say
is
everyone,
great.
Tommy. Just say everyone.
well, it is everyone because
Except Karth.
It's the second game that really starts having the shitty characters. I mean, I don't hate Mission. I don't use her all that often once I get off Terra's, but I don't hate her.
Well,
yeah, it's the second game that starts bringing in the ones I don't really dig.
So a couple of comments here. Jade says, all I'm saying is if you're wanting a Star Destroyer, it might be like big trucks compensation for other things.
I have my pants off right now.
And Frank, this is turning into who does Kieran look like this week, says, now that I'm looking at him, Kieran does resemble a young Friday the 13th Part 4 Crispin Glover. I thought he was going to say Jason
So
for a
specific.
second.
That is oddly specific.
Hang on, I need to Google this.
I have to comb over my hair to look like
Let's
Crispin Glover.
Google this. Hang on.
I'd actually even
Hair
forgot
doesn't do
Crispin
that.
Glover was in a Friday the 13th
Yeah, my hair
movie.
doesn't do that.
I was hoping to watch
goes
Part
up or
4 this
forwards?
weekend, but
Oh my god.
we did our H3 watch along, so I didn't get to it.
The heck does that have to do with Friday the
Headphones
13th?
messing up my hair.
That looks terrible.
Friday the 13th, Part 4.
What did you do?
Did that ruin it?
I'm up to part
That's fine
3
now,
in my
I think.
watch through.
Okay.
I can
I
see
finished
clean
part 3
shaved.
before
Yeah.
I left.
I could see it.
Looked weird though.
I can see it. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for the council this week, which means there's only one segment to go in the show. Everyone's favorite segment,
Johnny's torture chamber.
Good God.
the Death Watch.
That's normally on Saturdays.
I claim this sword and my rightful place as leader of Deathwatch.
All right. Sorry for the Patreon graphic there. Now might be a good time to shamelessly plug that you can join our Patreon, www.patreon.com/FandomEmpire today, because this is, in fact, the way. Anyway, this is the Death Watch. The way it works is it's a battle of Star Wars might, well, discussing Star Wars deaths. We're given 3 hints at each question. You can now ask for multiple choice. If you use multiple choice, the question's only worth 1 point. If you don't, and you get it outright, it's worth 2 points. You can ask to repeat the question, which you will get 10 more seconds to hear the question. You normally get 20 seconds. You only get 2 multiple choice options per a round, and hopefully they have overtime questions ready. Johnny, you know how this works. So Johnny and Kieran, take it away, gentlemen.
All right, gentlemen, are you ready?
I don't like how much you seem to be enjoying this
I've been
already.
a great deal.
Oh, it's going to be like
Great
5th
deal.
pilot, 7th row of the Star Wars holiday
That's-
special.
Not
It really
My
is.
butt already
It really
hurts.
is.
From this emotional.
All right. So, as is tradition, we have selected a number between 1 and 10 to determine who gets to select their category first. Tommy, as reigning champion, you're entitled to the first
4.
selection. No.
6.
No.
2.
No. Tommy.
7.
That is correct.
You
Tommy.
son of a bitch. I was gonna say 7.
I'm just saying, when you pick the number 7 out of 10, it's like the biggest cop-out number you could pick. 7's like the most popular
What?
number that you could pick.
How are you hating on numbers right now?
So that's what I mean, like hater. He's like, the number 7.
You can't pick the number 7.
might as well not even be a goddamn number.
Whoa,
Most
whoa.
overrated
You
number
just-
ever. 7.
Wow.
My number 1 is number 7.
Thayden, that sounded very presidential there for a second.
Jade tells me I'm like George from Seinfeld too much.
That is.
I think
that is
that's a
accurate.
compliment.
It's worrying that you think that's a compliment.
All right,
Are you more
I'll take number
concerned?
2.
Are you concerned with the implication of your equipment?
I mean, I was in the pool.
I'll take number 2.
I'm going to do my hair like Kramer next week.
You will
so I
take.
can be
You
the
will take
next
category
comparison.
number 2. Okay.
Correct.
I mean, don't let me pick a number. We all know what I'm ending up with, so let Thaden pick a number.
Okay, Sage, you've deferred. So Thaden, pick a number. 1 or 3.
1.
All right, Sage, that gives you number 3. Would you guys like to know your categories?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Tommy, you picked category 2. And your category is. We need a drum roll effect.
We're waiting.
Drum.
We have a soundboard. We need a drum roll effect. I'm just saying.
We had one. I got
I
rid of
think
it.
I did a good job there.
Okay, Tommy, you selected category number 2, and your category is literature. Yes. And Thaden, you picked number 1.
Yes.
And your category is video games.
Damn, but not as damn as literature. would've
Sage,
been.
that leaves you with cinema and television.
Congratulations.
For those
Cinnamon?
wondering, video games and literature were curated by yours truly.
Oh, well, at least I avoid this guy's questions. So. All right, give me some of the
mine's
who
super
got
hard.
mauled.
Okay, how do we
I
determine who
would
goes
like to remind
first?
everyone that he didn't get most of those questions. That one was 1-0 to nothing.
So I guess, Sage, you deferred on selection of categories, so you can choose your place in the batting order.
I'll go third.
You go third. Tommy is defending champion. You choose second. Would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Okay. So, I'll go fourth.
Do you guys got control of the timing?
Well,
we get
for me, it's going to be him, and for me,
Is
for
it?
him, it's going to be. Well, I mean, I can't
Make
run
sure you guys do it, because I trusted Sean last time.
You mean like
Mistake
that,
number 1.
that first week where Johnny won it, even though he got like a minute and 20 seconds? Yes, I timed it. Yes, I watched it over and over again. Yes, I cried about it.
All right, I got to
He
stop
did, I
watch up
watched.
anyways. I'm going to show the screen, too.
Okay.
All right, I got it.
Yeah, Kieran's got the official clock.
Got 2.
I'll have the unofficial cock.
What is it, 20 seconds?
Whoa!
Wait a minute.
Cock.
Yes,
Cock.
20 seconds unless they ask
Yours
for a
is supposed to
repeat,
be
then
the
it's 10
official one.
seconds. If they ask for multiple choice, it's immediate answer.
Well, I mean, 2 seconds, I'd
Well,
say.
I
Yeah.
mean, immediate enough that you don't need to start a
Really,
clock.
really quick. Yeah.
Yes.
I think we'll be able to judge it.
If you take too long, then it's just, sorry, your time's expired.
One moment, I need to research this on Google.
Okay.
What if we do?
Tommy, your first question
Yes.
in the category of literature. Okay.
Tommy's fucked.
I tricked Mara Jade with the decoy. I was leader of the Black Nebula. Is it suicide or murder to hold the lightsaber in front of your face before it is ignited through your skull?
Multiple choice.
Wow. You're jumping right to it. Okay. Is it de Klerk, Dulahak, Dekach, or D'Angelo?
Fuck, I don't know any of those characters. I'll take the second one.
Not even by the name.
You're picking Dulak. Okay, well, that is
that a
incorrect
city in
because
Shrek?
Dulak is the emperor in Shrek. He's the king.
Nice.
Dulak is the king in Shrek.
That's rough, because I think I would have guessed that, too.
The answer is Dekach. I'm, you know.
Is that a Klingon?
A stroke can't be an answer, man.
It's Duquc. It's
All right. Yep.
accurately pronounced. Okay.
I'm screwed.
Okay.
Welcome to Tommy's Dungeon.
Thaden, your first question in the category of video games.
Okay.
My obsession would, in the end, cause my demise. I was both a Jedi Master and Imperial Inquisitor. My death was in service of fulfilling a prophecy.
From games?
Yes?
Shit. I'm going to guess it. The second sister?
That is incorrect.
Damn. Who else died in a game?
Really should have taken that multiple choice.
I guess it probably would have been obvious. Unless it's just like first brother, second sister, third
No.
brother. Yeah.
No, it's
Who
it's,
is it?
It's a Jarek.
Who?
Mira Luke, former Jedi Master, Imperial Inquisitor, dies at the hands of Kyle Katarn in the Valley of the Jedi.
Yeah.
See,
if
there
it's
are
anything to do
Inquisitors
with-
in Legends too. I didn't even know that.
If it's anything
Well,
to do
not
with Kyle
from that
Katarn,
time
he's probably
area.
not.
If you'd have taken
Yeah.
the multiple choice, you might have got it because it was Jarek, Joran, Jocasta, or Jumanji.
Well, I wasn't going to guess the last two.
Oh my god, you didn't even put a real thing.
Jumanji.
I do know what Jumanji is.
There's one throwaway in each one because
Oh my god.
Because
I
they're
felt like
tough-ass questions.
I'd also like to pick out that Duloc was the throwaway in the first one, and Tommy still picked it.
Dude, like this.
Exactly. Okay, Dayton for Sage's first question.
Excuse me.
Kieran.
Kieran, yeah, right.
Time it.
He got it right. No,
I got it right here. It's right here. It's
You actually got that question wrong.
Johnny loses.
All right.
Good thing I'm not playing.
My mission would have changed everything had I succeeded. The weapon that killed me was a clue, and I might have betrayed my employer before I died.
What the fuck? 10 seconds.
Repeat the question.
All right. My mission would have changed everything had I succeeded. The weapon that killed me was a clue. I might have betrayed my employer before I died.
Ochi.
That is incorrect.
Bummer.
It is Zam Wessel.
That
the
fits.
bounty hunter.
That
Yeah.
fits, yeah. See, I was thinking Ochi from Rise of Skywalker. I'm like,
That's who that was, yeah.
the weapon. It's
Was
a
a
clue.
clue.
He had it.
A
He
dumb
might
clue.
have turned coat.
All right, so we're at 0-0-0.
That was a
And-
tough
Was
movie one.
Ochi
Good
going to be
job
one
there.
of the multiple choice questions?
No.
Oh, wow. Fuck, I probably would have guessed that myself then.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah,
You still have
probably
2
would've.
multiple choice nows, though.
I
I said that weird.
I think the only one who doesn't is Tommy. Tommy only has one.
Correct.
All right.
He wasted the first one.
And We're going
In
back
less
to
than a
Tommy now?
second.
He did waste the first one.
We're going back to Tommy.
What's the question? Multiple choice.
Okay. Tommy, your second question in the category of literature. I was the true leader of the new Jedi Order's greatest foe. My death was the beginning of a great Jedi's fall. I was seen as a shamed one by my own people. Who am I?
I know the person. I mean, it's not my question, but I know the person's title, but I don't remember their name.
Yes. What are you doing on clock over there?
Repeat the question.
I was the true leader of
He
the
shawned it, didn't he?
Certainly.
Definitely did.
Had it going.
He definitely did.
Frank says, "Boy George."
I was the true leader of the new Jedi Order's greatest foe. My death was the beginning of a great Jedi's fall. I was seen as a shamed one by my own people.
What do
Who
they
am
get?
I?
Like 10 seconds now?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't read New Jedi Order, so I'm not going to get this. So, Jar Jar Binks.
What did you do the multiple
He was
choice?
a great downfall
he
of the
chose
Jedi.
not to use his second multiple choice. It is. You want to take a shot at the multiple choice, Sage?
I'm gonna guess Shamara Jamani.
No.
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 No. Who was it?
Oh, Nimi.
Oh, Nimi.
Nimi. Is that a name?
That's
just
Oh.
I feel like this is
He was the
like
leader
that
of
Yeah, I
Jean
should have
Paul.
read the whole thing. Yeah, right there.
I feel like this is like that SNL sketch where Chris Farley's on a Japanese game show. They're giving him the multiple choice, and he's like,
Well, Oolong would have been a choice, so I think that's kind of appropriate. Okay.
From Dragon Ball Z.
I'm
Oolong as in tea.
yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant the pig.
I forgot there was a pig named Oolong in Dragon Ball Z.
the
So-
Oolong Strangler.
Oolong Slayer.
Oh, Slayer. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, come on. Come on. It's the
Did
Oolong
Tommy use
Slayer.
multiple choice there or no?
No, Tommy
I
still
think that
has
gives
his
me a
last
point.
multiple choice remaining.
Alrighty.
All right. Time for me to
All right,
die,
Dayton, your
sadly.
second question in the category of video games.
Yes.
I was a leader of my tribe. We kidnapped many. My hesitance to negotiate caused my death. Who am I? Balls. I'm sorry, that's not correct.
It wasn't again. Repeat the question.
I was a leader of my tribe. We kidnapped many. My hesitance to negotiate caused my death.
I don't think I'm gonna know the name off the top of my head. Multiple choice.
Your choice is the only, the one, the outsider, or the grand poobah big cheese of all. Couldn't even get through that one.
I'm gonna go with the 1.
That is correct.
Is it Rakatans?
Yes.
Is that what's happening? Yeah.
Ooh, I'm glad you got one. I thought this was all.
Oh, this is from KOTOR.
I thought they were all going to
Yes,
be from
yes, it
games
was.
you hadn't played. Like,
I'm really glad one.
I
at
figured
least
Johnny was
was
going to be
from
like,
that.
from the great Game Boy game.
From Super Star Wars, the Scorpion that Darth Vader turns into.
All right. All right, let's see what's here. Oh yeah, nope, that's the okay.
I got one.
One point for
All right.
Thaden.
First shot. I replaced a Jedi Master of the same species on the Council. I was killed by a Sith Lord, and I fought on Geonosis.
Ten seconds. 5.
Repeat the question.
I replaced a Jedi Master of the same species on the Council. I was killed by a Sith Lord, and I fought on Geonosis. The species is not human, I guess I should say, because that would.
5, 4.
Multiple
Debris.
choice.
All right. Your multiple choice is Sassy Tin, Kit Fisto, Agent Kolar, and Sifo Diaz.
Sassy 10.
That is incorrect. It is Agent Kolar.
I thought that only because I'm pretty sure I know where the rest of them die.
He was a Zabrak. Well, Tin and Kolar and
That's not what I
Fisto
thought he
all
was.
die in the same scene.
Yeah.
But
Sassy Tin
Kolar,
isn't there, is he? Oh, he might be.
Kolar replaced another Zabrak male as well on the Council. That was the one hint that really puts it away.
Damn, that's a reach.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Those are good movie ones.
Deep cut.
Well, I read
match
Johnny's and I was like, oh shit.
That's a reach.
I
That's fair.
read Johnny's and I was like, I
Named
guess
on
I can't put Jar Jar Binks in here. Like,
I made him up his game.
yeah.
I came out here with the.
Otherwise, this was going to be the easy category.
I was throwing the high heat, and he
He
couldn't
read
come in here with those
Johnny's,
things.
then
was like,
went to his
"Shit, now I
deleted
can't."
mauled in all caps. You're never gonna live that
It's
down.
final question time.
I did that other question where
Never gonna live it down.
I did that other question where I fit heroes and
Got
lost in there for the actor.
mauled by Darth
I wrote
Maul
that
to
in a
his
minute.
death.
It was the overtime question.
Naboo.
I wrote it in a minute.
And you did a horrible job of it.
Tommy needs a point here. He's done. Done.
So do you.
Goodness.
It's not my go yet. I'm still
Still
alive.
pointing it out because it's the start
Wait, so
of the
what?
final round.
What are the points at? I'm
One,
at
zero,
1-0.
zero.
1-0-0.
Okay.
If you get yours, the game is over, regardless of what the
Who
other two
scored?
have
Unless
been
Tommy
doing.
gets it without
Unless he
multiple
uses
choice,
multiple
Or
choice.
you.
Yes.
Yeah. Could be a tie if I use multiple choice.
Assuming
Or lose.
Sean or Tommy get theirs without
Oh,
multiple
yeah,
choice.
you used multiple
Anywho.
choice for your
Who
second
scored?
Yeah.
one. It's 1-0-0.
Aiden did.
He got his
Proud.
multiple choice.
The Rakatan.
he got his
one.
he got his multiple choice, and then he knew the name of the character too. So
Yeah. I was actually confident
Okay.
after that. Anyways,
Tommy,
yes.
it is now time for your final question. And multiple choice gives you the tie. Outright gives you the lead. I was the Sith Arai. I lost my life after repelling a Rakata invasion of Korriban. My holocron would help freed Nad subjugate Onderon. Who am I?
I'll take the multiple choice.
Okay. Is it Midas, Axis, Adri, or Adis?
Oh shit! Holy shit! None of those are what came to mind.
Same with me too.
I know. I was trying to think like the
3,
Mark
the
a
Sith
Ragnar?
Lord.
2,
Yeah, right.
1,
Yes.
done.
Second one.
Yeah, that is incorrect. You were off by one letter. It was
Always-
Adis.
He also
Always pick C.
he took too long
Listen
for
to
that
Lisa
too,
Simpson.
but
That was actually D.
Yeah, but still.
Like, I remember back during the EU era, Sith Arrive was the title that was floated around, at least in the fan base. I don't know how official it was.
I've
lot.
seen it
The leader
somewhere.
that's the leader of the original Sith.
I've seen it somewhere. I feel like it's somewhere.
I think I
old
hered
comics.
it attributed to
Exarch.
Bane maybe at one
This is
point.
before XR. I'd like to point out that the second hint was repelled a Rakatan invasion of Korriban. Rakata.
That is a long
Yeah, I
time
couldn't.
ago.
That is a long
Yeah, I
time
see.
ago.
Even in
Long
the galaxy,
time
that's
ago.
a
By the
long
time of
time.
the old
It's
Republic, by the time of
literature, so the
KOTOR,
hell
they
do
are
I
a
know?
forgotten species.
Yeah.
It's that old.
Yeah.
That's at least twice as old as me.
Frieden Nad's tomb is in KOTOR.
And it's old.
Yeah.
This brings us to Thaden for his final question. You still have your multiple choice remaining.
I'm still scared, though.
All right. Your final question. The category of video games. 1 point will force Sage to guess without a multiple choice. I received the rank of Jedi Knight after using unusual means during the trial. I fled in terror during the purge. I hid behind masters prior to my death.
Crap, there's a chance I know who it is, but I'm not super confident. Oh, no, it can't be him.
5, 4.
Repeat the question.
I received the rank of Jedi Knight after using unusual means during the trial. I fled in terror during the purge. I hid behind masters prior to my death.
Multiple choice.
Is it Kazdan Porover, Kazdan Perotis, Kazdan Paratus, or Kazdan Particular?
Kazdan Paratus.
That is correct.
I did not know that backstory, but I knew the name. As soon as you started listing it, I was like,
As soon as he went with Kazdans, it was so obvious for anyone who's played
Yeah.
The Force Unleashed.
though he is a character in like the second or third level in the
He's
game.
memorable
so
because he's got like the Grievous thing going on.
yeah,
He's
he's
a good
cool.
guy.
I like him a lot. And he's got like
Spider
a staff
dude.
thing. Yeah,
Spider dude. That
General
brings us.
Tarantula.
Garbage Planet Spider.
That brings
dude.
us to you, Sean. The pressure is on. You have to get it without using multiple choice,
With
or
a
Thaden
multiple
wins.
choice.
So you will have 20 seconds, and then you repeat, and then 10 seconds. No multiple choice because it's pointless. Except
You
for
could
your
score a
ego.
point,
for
yeah.
fun.
For your ego, sure.
For
but
Games are for
Funsies.
fun, Johnny.
you can't win when you just. You know.
All right. Let's
Timer.
throw this one out here.
I got the timer. We're good.
I sacrificed
didn't.
myself for my love to live. I was a traitor to the Galactic Republic, and I was part of a coup to take over the banking clan.
You don't know the name?
Fucking it's
seconds.
Padme's fucking ex-boyfriend. What the fuck's his name?
5 seconds.
Repeat
4.
the question.
I sacrificed myself for my love to live.
I'd
I
like to
was
answer
a
after.
traitor to the Galactic Republic. I was part of a coup to take over the banking clan. Hands up.
I can see him. He's good. He can't do anything. 5, 4,
He sucked.
3, 2, 1.
Roz.
It is not Fraser's assistant from the
It kills me that I don't know this guy.
Rush Clovis.
It is
Clovis.
Rush Clovis.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't have got that one, though, anyways. I only know it because what you said.
You know,
Not
you know
because of
from
the Ross. No,
Oh, okay.
because of how he described the character.
Oh, when he said,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's
As soon as
yeah.
you said that, I was like, yeah.
As soon as you said the coup about the banking clan, I'm like, yes. And then I'm like, oh no, I can't
What's-
remember the name.
Which sucks because you would have got it from the multiple choice, but
That is
that
so
wouldn't have
stressful.
helped because the multiple choice was Newt Gunray, Finis Valorum,
Nope.
Sand Hill, or Rush Clovis.
Yeah, I would have gotten it. Fuck.
And that was Johnny's terror nightmare for all of you
And-
segment.
Thaden is the winner.
With Johnny's
therefore,
questions,
the
too.
winner chicken dinner. It means Tommy B and Sean are going to be the quiz masters on next week's episode. Which
Can we make sure Tommy doesn't get literature? Because at least you might have deep polls, but Tommy's going to be
if
from
I get literature,
Scholastic.
I'm doing all Scholastic.
Can you not do that when Tommy's not playing? If Tommy's playing, knock your socks off because it's justice for him. But I mean, come on now. I mean,
you know what? I'm just going to go back and I'm going to take all questions from Splinters of a Mind's Eye, the first Star Wars EU book.
Well, you can't. I mean,
you can't tell me that because I'll just read it.
Questions, so you didn't get punished.
Oh no, I should have had 2 of the 3 definitely.
But then isn't
the
your
last
own fault for not reading them?
No, for sure. I'm not blaming anyone else. No.
Do you want to hear the overtime question?
No, save it.
Okay, I'll save it.
Save it. So I guess next week, gentlemen, we will be reviewing the first episode of The Mandalorian Season 2. That's
what?
Me and Kieran definitely both just realized that.
Exciting times. So next week,
I have to
obviously,
hide myself with my robe after that.
the big news will be
pants back on.
Reviewing the first episode of Mandalorian Season 2, which ends up being Din Djarin's death. Could you imagine? Boom, dead at the end of the first episode.
Boba is the main character now.
I am the star now.
Boba Fett in a revived Darth Maul. This is the Mandalorian going forward.
I am the Mando now. Look at me.
Kieran, Thaden, where can everybody find you at, boys?
Crying at the realization that Boba Fett might take over the show.
Also, on Rogue One, a Star Wars podcast. Just
Rogue
look us
Sons.
up. Rogue Sons. Jesus Christ.
We are not in Rogue One in any shape or
On
form.
Rogue Sons, a Star Wars podcast. I've done that before, too.
I've been doing this for a long
Don't
time.
sue us. We're not part of Rogue One.
We're sorry. We're sorry, Disney. Yeah, we're on Rogue Sons, a Star Wars podcast, not in Rogue One.
Yeah.
Just look us up on Spotify or anywhere. We're on lots of stuff.
Yeah,
we're on Anchor as well. That's where we go first.
Add us. We're fun.
Yeah, we're going to be doing some Halloween stuff. It's going to be a fun time.
Yeah.
Halloween specials.
Fun stuff. Tommy B, where can everybody find you at, man?
Find me floating around our Facebook groups and pages. Check out Fandom Empire Den, the channel's Facebook group. If you want to catch me floating around other platforms, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at TommyB1650.
Johnny, where can everybody find you at, man?
You can find me on Empire Strikes Back, because apparently we're picking movie titles for our podcast names now. You can find me right
It's
here.
a good one.
You can find me right here or on this channel. We got something coming up.
He's actually Dengar.
Got something this week I'm actually going to be doing here on the channel. I don't know if you put that out yet or not, but...
Yeah, Friday. We have the this massive roundtable special talking basically all things horror movies. And at 7 o'clock Eastern, we're going to have Jason Nike, Matt Facci, and Nick Push on. 8 o'clock is going to be Darren Sands and Frank Riker with Tommy B. And then 9 o'clock is going to be Matt Whitfield, you, myself, and one other lucky person that'll get to fill out that roundtable. So a 3-hour Halloween special.
That's not all about Halloween.
It's not all about Halloween either. No, we're going to be diving into everything.
That's awesome. Can I be the other guy?
If you're available Friday, there's a spot.
Cool.
I guess there's not a spot now.
If Kieran's available, hell, I don't know how much Thaden knows about horror movies or not. It sounds like he hasn't seen many.
Not that many.
But no, if Kieran wants that spot, so that would be the 7, 8. It'd be the 9 o'clock hour. So the 9 to 10 p.m. slot. So
it's prime time, baby.
I could probably do that.
All right. Well, then the spot's filled. You guys are all shit out of luck. It's gone. There you go. That's the way it is. Anyways, you were saying, where can people find you at?
That was it.
That was it?
That was it.
That was it.
I mean, I can plug my Twitter that I haven't used in like a month and a half. But
Oh my god.
Don't forget, check us out on Instagram.
Do you want to join Rogue One with us?
Fandom Empire Now, Camp Haddonfield Podcast, Star Wars Renegades, and Star Wars IRB. On Twitter, it's Fandom Empire Now and at SW Renegades, as well as at Star Wars IRB. Fandom Empire Den on Facebook, Lampkin Lane, Patreon, www.patreon.com/Fandom Empire. And don't forget, tomorrow night, day 1 of shooting on Haddonfield the Vanished. Thank you to all you guys and gals out there that made it possible. When you raise $10,000 Canadian to put together a film, it shows, the strength in your audience and the people that are supporting what you're doing. I know you guys aren't going to get to see the movie for like another year, but I promise we're going to bring to you the best that we possibly can and an intriguing story to tell. For Tommy, Kieran, Thaden, and the guy in the corner who thinks too much of himself, we'll see you next time. Good night.